On March 16th of 2011, Rick Snyder, the former chief executive officer of Gateway Computers and newly appointed governor of Michigan, passed House Bill number 4214, or Act 4 of 2011. The bill was dubbed by the state as the Local Government and School District Fiscal Accountability Act, which allows the state to appoint an emergency financial manager, or EFM for short, to areas of economic stress as deemed by the legislature. The EFM of an area has the ability to dismiss local elected governments, lay off public sector workers, and redraft the city's, towns, villages, or school district's budget.
It's a violation of the Constitution of Michigan and the Constitution of the United States.
The goal of the emergency financial managers is never going to be to serve the people's interest. It's always going to be to balance the budget or to basically to privatize everything.
Rick Snyder, to have him just say this person is out and this person is in, that's unfair.
At the same moment Snyder was signed that bill, thousands of citizens of the state of Michigan gathered at the Michigan State Capitol building in protest.
I'm disgusted that we have a governor that doesn't give a crap about our kids.
After the noon speakers about 1, we started marching, a small group of us, and people kept joining in, and it was like this giant parade around the protest. I was about to leave, and then we're like, you know what, I want to stay, just to see what's going to happen in the Capitol tonight.
We got a small group and went in there, but there wasn't as many people as I thought. They were asking us who's gonna stay and who's gonna go, and only like 4 people raised their hand. I was like, well, I'll stay too. I'll stay with you guys. The head of security for the Capitol building came up and was talking to us. He wanted to see if there was any way we would be able to leave without getting arrested. He was looking for like a win-win situation on both sides, and we decided that our best tactic was going to be to get arrested.
We started chanting inside the van, and all of a sudden, like, there was this huge roar from the crowd outside, and you guys, all of a sudden the door opened wide, and you guys were getting in, and a couple people got in the back.
People over profit! People over profit!
I saw them getting loaded in the back of the van. They're like 18-year-old college students. I saw this kid just get socked in the side of his head. I got that on tape over here. The way they tackled that guy and took him off, yeah.
The cops were dicks. The only instance that I can think of actual violence like inside the Capitol that day, it was perpetrated by the police on the protesters. They were obviously didn't agree with what they were doing, but they were doing it anyway because it was their job. Like, it's still not all right that they did it, but at the same time, I don't hold any ill feelings towards my arresting officer.
The whole point of these charges is to suppress people's First Amendment rights.
We'd like to plead not guilty.
The prosecutor made that very clear. The division between who they want to offer a deal to and who they don't is purely not whether anyone has a record, it's whether or not they've ever been seen at a protest before, which is if you've ever exercised your First Amendment right, they want to basically punish you.
When you're in kindergarten, they don't tell you, you know, the going gets tough, quit. They don't say if you're getting bullied, just give in, you know what I mean? You know, but this time the bullies are after a lot more than our lunch money. You know, so I'm standing up for our rights.
At least make sure that they're all at least initially set for the same thing. That would be, thank you very much. Okay,
One of the reasons that we were in Lansing was to protest the emergency financial manager bill, which strips power from the locally elected officials of any given city.
Drop the charges. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Drop the charges. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Drop the charges. When do we want it? Now.
These charges never should have been brought, and we will continue to fight to have them all dropped. If we have to go to trial, we'll go to trial. So keep talking to your friends and organize and build the movement.
People can take their own destiny into their own hands and they can fight back.
No justice, no peace. Out of the classroom, into the streets, no justice, no peace.
When they're trying to pass these laws, don't let them pass them. Just shut it down.
We've got numbers on our side. We just need awareness on our side as well.
Student debt now! Cancel student debt now! Cancel student debt now!
People have to wake up. They got to get out. Seems like a lot of people are sitting around on their couch watching cable TV, doing whatever, and we've got to really use the tools that we have today, in today's day and age, for good and for motivation and to get people organized.
Police. The very people affected by these attacks by state government continue to force away those in protest to oppression. It is the hope of the people to resolve these issues peacefully.
Peaceful protest! Not in our school! Outside! Peaceful! Outside!
But push is starting to come to shove in Michigan.
We're gonna figure out why the police officer didn't move at once when the people told him that he ran a guy over.
I was linked together. We were protesting. A police officer hit me with his car. It turned me around and he ran my foot over.
We want to ask why a police officer ran over somebody and didn't move until like a whole bunch of people started yelling at him.
Sir, why don't you go and finish your demonstration?
I just want to know, you know.
I have no answers for you. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Police officers definitely should not hit the people. They should be protecting the people.
Stay safe, fight back! Be safe, fight back!
People have taken their own destiny into their hands and they said, no, we're done. We're going to fight back. And that's really what people are doing all across the country, and I think it's really opened up.
Petitions have been issued to recall Governor Snyder. America, a country founded on revolution, has pioneered democracy through its rich history, from freeing slaves to women's suffrage to civil rights. The people have always overcome adversity, and it again is time for them to exercise their voices and act.
You know, Thomas Jefferson said a little revolution now and again is a good thing.